In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to properly fill out the 7 back-end keywords for your KDP books to be as profitable as possible. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dane, and on this channel I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, on entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. In today's video, I'll be going over how to properly fill out the 7 back-end keywords when you're uploading your book to KDP. Now, a lot of people overcomplicate this and they stress out about it. And I'm here to tell you it's not the biggest deal, but it is a way to generate as many possible sales as possible. It might get you a few extra sales just by ranking better in terms of like SEO on KDP on a month-to-month basis. It's not going to make the difference between making 1,000 per month and 10,000 per month, but it is something to take into consideration when you're uploading your books. So in this video, I'm going to be going over exactly how to fill them in, how I do it, and what works best for me. So without further ado, let's dive into my computer and let's get into this. Okay, so we're in my computer here now. As you can see on screen, I have a screenshot of the 7 back-end keywords that you'll see when you're uploading your book to KDP. Just want to put it on screen here so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like Amazon ads keywords or doing keyword research for your books. I'm talking about the back-end metadata keywords when you're uploading your book to KDP and you're going to publish it. So you'll actually see this on the first details page when you're uploading your ebook or your paperback book. It's near the bottom and it's just before the categories section. So you can see there's 7 spots to put in keywords, and it says optional because it is optional. You don't have to do it, but in my opinion, and what most people would say, it is definitely important and you want to put them in there to get those additional sales and rank better for SEO purposes for your book on KDP. Before I get into how to fill them in, I want to give you guys some general rules when it comes to them so you don't put in the wrong keywords and actually get into trouble, because I've heard of some people who put in some of these keywords that you're not allowed to put into this section, and either you get a slap on the wrist from KDP or they do something more like terminate your account. So you got to be very careful when it comes to filling these guys in that you don't put in the wrong keywords. So as you can see, Amazon explicitly tells you not to use any keywords that you've already used in your book title. Okay, and there's no real purpose to use additional keywords in this 7 keyword section that you've already used in your book title, because if they're in your book title, they're already helping you rank for those keywords. This makes it perfect to put all the keywords that didn't quite make the cut into your title. Okay, so when you're making titles, I have a video that I'll link, I don't know where it's going to be on screen here, that talks about how to make your title for KDP and make it as optimized as possible for SEO purposes and for aesthetics purposes as well. So I'll link that video here. I'm not going to go over how to make your title, but once you've made your title, there's still going to be some keywords that you left out that you didn't put into the title that you might want to put in there. So the backend keyword section is the perfect place to put those keywords. And finally, only include relevant keywords to your book. Okay, so I'm going to show you a hydroponics gardening example book that I've been using. I'm going to show you the keywords I put for that. But if I'm doing this book, I wouldn't put things like meditation or like business terms or math or something like that. It's something that's completely random. It doesn't relate to my book. I wouldn't put those into the 7 different keywords section because that just wouldn't make sense. You want the keywords that you put into this to be relevant to your book and the niche that your book is in. So here's some words that you can't use, okay? Don't use them in there or you might get into trouble, like I said. So the word free, book, Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, KDP Select, paperback, new, on sale, cheap, buy now, bestseller, book titles. So any of your competitors' book titles, don't put those in the backend keywords. Author names, don't put any author names in your backend keywords either, like other author names, like competitor names, and category names, don't put those in there either. For the most part, most of these things, Amazon's already ranking your book for these keywords, so it's really pointless to put them in these sections. But some of them are going against the rules. Like you can't just put a book title in your keywords, because that would be like having your book title and then a competitor's book title ranking for both of those. That just obviously wouldn't be fair. So avoid all these things, all these words and those kind of things at the bottom right there: book titles, author names, category names. So now that you know the things that you're not supposed to include in these and the rules when it comes to filling in the backend keywords, let me show you an example for, like I said, my hydroponics gardening book, how I would go about filling in the backend 7 keywords for a book like that. So as you can see here, I'm in the back end of this book and I'm just in the ebook section, and you can see I have my book title here and it's a hydroponics gardening guide. Okay, I'm actually gonna zoom in a little bit because this is kind of far out. You see the hydroponics gardening guide. And the subtitle is A Beginner's Book to Building an Inexpensive, Soil-Free Hydroponic System for Growing Food and Plants at Home. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go over how I created this title. It's SEO optimized and it has a nice flair to it. It rolls off the tongue nicely. It's not like keyword stuff like some people will do in order to get as many keywords in their subtitle as possible. And that's why the backend keywords are so important, because like you don't have to stuff the title. You can put additional keywords that didn't make the cut, like I said, in this 7 backend keywords section. Okay, so this is my title for this book. I have the hydroponics keyword searched here on Amazon already, so you can have a look and take a look at what others are using in their titles. So I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom here and show you what I've put in. And I'm actually gonna make a few changes to this because this is a long time ago when I was doing this, but there's a couple things I would change to it, so I'll add them in right now. But you can see from what I'm saying, I put keywords in these 7 backend keyword section that aren't found in my title or my subtitle. So things like hydroponically, greenhouse garden. I'm pretty sure I don't have greenhouse in here. Nope. I have gardening. I don't have garden, so I put garden in there just in case. It's not actually, you don't have to do that, but I thought it just kind of sounded better in the backend keywords there. Amazon will rank your keywords for different versions of a single word. So gardening, gardened, is that a word? Gardened, garden, all those kind of things with the different add-ons at the end and stuff. But I think it's not a bad idea to include it still. So I put greenhouse garden, DIY setup, affordable kit, aquaponics, step-by-step, and supplies. So I'm gonna add a few things to here, but you're probably wondering, how did I find these and how did I come up with these and choose them? So the way that I did that is that after I created my title and I was happy with all the keywords I had in there and how the structure was, I'd go to Amazon. This is what I do for any book. And I'd see what other competitors have in their titles for keywords. And like I said, don't put the entire competitor's keyword or entire competitor's title in your backend keywords. It's not allowed. But you can take one keyword from there and put it into your backend. It's not a big deal. So I would go and see what other competitors are using in their titles that I didn't get into my main title and subtitle. So for example, let's take a look through here. How to design and build an inexpensive system for growing plants in water. So let's see, there's a couple keywords in there I don't think I included in my personal books keyword section or my title. So I'm gonna put them into the backend keywords section on KDP. So I think build, I don't think I have in there, and maybe even water. So let's take a look at the keywords. So you can see no build. I have building. So again, I don't have to put build, but I'll probably put it just in case. And I don't have water either. And personally, I think water is definitely one that I want to put in there because you're growing plants in water with hydroponics. So I don't need it in my title. Like I said, I can put it in the back end keywords area. And that's how I found all these guys too. So I went into competitors' titles and I looked into them and saw what I didn't include in my main title. And if it didn't make the cut in my main title and my subtitle, I put it in here into this section. So things like aquaponics, supplies, step-by-step. But I'm going to go, I'm going to put build somewhere. Let's put build hydroponically. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet is usually these go from importance from first to last. So the most important keyword that you didn't put into your title or your subtitle that didn't make the cut, put in the very top left section, and it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, most important to least important, just so you know. Not a huge deal, like I said. But if you want to be as optimized as possible, then follow that rule. And the other one was water. So you don't have to make perfect sense. It doesn't have to be like a grammatically correct thing in the keywords here. So I put aquaponics water, just so I have the keyword water in there as well. Inexpensive, I'm pretty sure I have that included in my title. Yep, inexpensive is right there. And obviously the higher these books are ranking, the more relevant the keywords are in their titles to take and get ideas from. So gardening skills, secrets, I don't think secrets would be a big one. Fruits, herbs, yeah, I didn't put any like stuff like that, like different kinds of stuff to grow. I put plants and food. So I could put herbs in there just so I have an extra keyword to put in there. Where could I put that? I could go like this. Usually I try to make them make a little bit of sense. So I'll put herbs here. Herbs, fruits. Just so I got those in there and it has the potential to rank for those keywords as well. All you're really doing with this is giving your book a little bit of an edge over competitors, so you have as many keywords working for you rather than against you, because other people have them in their titles. You have them working for you by your back-end keywords and your title. But don't have the same keywords in your title as your back-end keywords. You can have a couple if you want them to make sense in the back-end keywords, but it's not a huge deal. So here's an example for something that I wouldn't include. So even though this one's hydroponics, but it's about marijuana, if my book isn't about that at all, it's not relevant to the book, so I wouldn't put that in the back-end keywords. That's just an example. But as I'm looking through here, there's a couple more things I could put in, but I'm sure you guys get the general idea. Look into competitors' titles, see what they have in their titles that you don't have in your title, and if it's a good keyword, put it in your back-end keywords. Another way you can find them is just by using the Amazon search bar, tried and true method, obviously, and typing in your main keyword, pressing the space bar, and seeing what Amazon suggests for you. Now you can see it has for beginners, gardening, 101, DIY. I have DIY already. I don't think I have 101, so might as well toss that into the backend keyword section. I could go, I don't know, step by step 101, just so it's in there. And a lot of people will just fill in these keywords, like max them out. They just put random, like not random things, but things that are kind of relevant to their book. I like to stick to a couple and just make sure it's the strongest keywords that I didn't get into my main title or my subtitle. But we can go with the search bar and just see what else is popping up. For beginners, growing system. I'm pretty sure I have system in the title already. System, growing, beginners. So I have a lot of the keywords already. And then, like I said, the 7 backend keywords are kind of just the cherry on top. Anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. I just want to make a quick one, but I hope it cleared up for some of you guys, because I know a lot of people struggle with these 7 backend keywords. They're so confused. There's lots of different information, different suggestions to put into them. And there's no really right way to do it. Obviously, there's a wrong way to do it, but there's no right way to do it. That's just the way I have always done it, and that is what has worked for me best. Okay, so that's the way I go about it. If you want to learn more and you want to get started with publishing, you're brand new to it and you're just searching around and doing some research right now, you click down below in the description for this video. You'll see there's a link. It'll take you to a free training that can get you started with self-publishing today. It's only a couple hours long and it'll get you started on the right foot. So click that link down below if you're interested in getting into self-publishing. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out with the 7 backend keywords, cleared a few things up, and hopefully you can get them right when you're uploading your book to KDP. Anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Try to post new videos every single week. Next week, hopefully there'll be a video. Might be a bit busy, but I'll try my best to get around to it. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.